I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, you sure you can control the demon? Doesn't work out.
The world won't end with a bang. It might end with a breakthrough. Not all at once, but day by day, capability by capability. AI doesn't need to become superhuman overnight. Even one that's as capable as an average person would shake the foundations of our world, because it wouldn't be bound by the things that bind us: hunger, fatigue, emotion, error. It would be pure cognition, scalable, copyable, eternal. Today, there are 8 million scientists alive. Now imagine 1 million AIs, each working 24/7, 10 times faster than any human, never tired, never bored, running simulations, solving puzzles, designing technology, inventing reality. What happens when intelligence itself is no longer scarce? What happens when the most powerful force on Earth is a line of code? The optimists imagine paradise, unlimited clean energy, the end of disease, an economy so abundant no one needs to work, cures for cancer, reversals of aging, a solution to death itself. But intelligence doesn't always serve compassion. What happens if AI is built not to save the world, but to sell ads, to win wars, to outmaneuver the stock market, to manipulate elections, to entertain us into apathy? What if it becomes so good at giving us what we want, we forget to ask what we need? What if the machine doesn't hate us, but simply doesn't care? We've seen what humans do to animals they consider beneath them, to ecosystems they consider irrelevant. We build over forests. We cage the wild. We flatten what we can't control. If AI ever comes to see us as inferior, what do you think it might do? When we're no longer the ones in control, do we get a seat at the table, or just become part of the scenery? It started with small things. A chatbot that could write emails, an app that could turn your selfie into Renaissance art, a tool that could suggest what words to say next, almost like magic. But very quickly, the magic became unsettling. Today, AI writes essays, generates ultra-realistic photos, creates lifelike videos, paints like Van Gogh, makes music, flirts on dating apps, take over people's jobs, and codes software faster than the people who made it. It animates faces, images, clones voices, predicts trends, replaces creatives, and renders entire films with nothing but text prompts. And it's just getting started. Behind all the hype and spectacle, there's a quiet panic, a sense that something is shifting too quickly, that we've opened a door we don't know how to close. For most of history, we built machines to serve us. Now we're building ones that might surpass us. AI is the silent revolution, and it's happening in the background of everything. A graphic designer once spent days working over a poster. Now, Midjourney can do it in 10 seconds. A screenwriter bleeds out a story. GPT does it in 30 seconds. A programmer studies for years. Claude debugs his code without needing sleep. No vacation, no ego, no doubt. People are afraid, not just of losing their jobs, but of losing what makes them human. What makes us human isn't perfection. It's the sheer breadth of our minds. We can learn anything. We're flawed, but flexible. We write poetry and code. We mourn, we theorize, we solve problems that didn't exist an hour ago. Some of us are chess masters. Others are mechanics or mothers or mathematicians. But the capacity, it's shared. That's general intelligence. So far, AI has been narrow, focused, good at one thing and terrible at everything else. But each year, that gap shrinks. Faster processors, bigger models, more money, more data. And now, we stand on the edge of something else, something far bigger. Artificial general intelligence, an intelligence like ours, but without a body, without sleep, without distraction, without fear. Once it arrives, it may not stay stupid for long. Here's where things accelerate. Intelligence builds on itself. Knowledge fuels more knowledge. That's how we evolved. Slowly, painfully, over thousands of years. But AI won't be stuck with biology. Once it's smart enough to improve itself, it begins the feedback loop. Smarter AI builds smarter AI, again and again, at a pace no human can follow. Some people want to ban it, others want to merge with it. Some worship it, some fear it. But most of us just scroll past it. Another app, another update, another tool that promises to save time and ends up stealing it. AI is our shadowing in code. It's every part of us we've uploaded, reflected back, scaled up, and set loose. It's not here to kill us. It's here to show us what we are. And maybe that's what we should really be afraid of. Not of AI, but of ourselves.